Hello and welcome back to Golden Years Health. It's wonderful to have you with us today. If you're living on your own or with a partner, you've probably noticed that cooking can feel like a bit of a challenge sometimes. Most recipes seem to be designed for big families, right? You end up with mountains of leftovers, ingredients that go bad before you can use them. Or you just give in and grab something quick and easy, which often isn't the healthiest choice. Does that sound familiar? Well, I've got some fantastic news for you. Meal planning for one or two people doesn't have to be a chore. In fact, it can be simple, enjoyable, and incredibly beneficial for your health when you approach it with a little bit of strategy. Today, we're going to dive deep into how you can master the art of cooking for a smaller household, making every meal a delicious and nourishing experience. Let's start with the absolute foundation of successful small-scale cooking, planning your meals ahead of time. I know, the word planning can sometimes sound intimidating, but I promise it's easier than you think, and the payoff is huge. Start by grabbing a simple notebook, a whiteboard on your fridge, or even just a note on your phone. Dedicate a few minutes each week to jot down what you'd like to eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the next few days. It doesn't have to be a rigid, set-in-stone schedule. Think of it more as a gentle guide for your week. Why is this so powerful? First, it transforms your grocery shopping. Instead of wandering the aisles and guessing what you might need, you'll walk in with a clear, targeted list. This means you buy only what you need, which drastically cuts down on food waste and saves you money. How many times have you found a forgotten, wilted vegetable in the back of your fridge? A good plan helps prevent that. Secondly, having a plan is your best defense against the temptation of last-minute, unhealthy choices. When you come home tired and hungry, and you already know a delicious, healthy meal is waiting to be prepared, you're far less likely to reach for processed snacks or order takeout. It removes the guesswork and the decision fatigue. Plus, when you plan your meals, you can consciously ensure you're getting a variety of nutrients throughout the week, creating a balanced diet that truly supports your health and well-being. Now, let's talk about our second game-changing tip, embracing the magic of batch cooking and your freezer. Cooking a tiny portion of food every single day can feel repetitive and time-consuming. This is where cooking larger quantities, less often, becomes your superpower. Think about making a big, hearty pot of lentil soup, a flavorful chicken stew, or a delicious chili. Once it's cooked, let it cool, and then portion it out into single or double serving containers. Pop them in the freezer, and just like that, you have several healthy, homemade meals ready to go for the weeks ahead. You get all the benefits of a home-cooked meal with the convenience of a ready meal, but without any of the unhealthy additives. A crucial part of this process is organization. To avoid a freezer full of mystery containers, make sure you label everything clearly with the name of the dish and the date it was made. This way, you can easily see what you have and use the oldest items first, keeping everything fresh and minimizing waste. You can use freezer-safe bags that lay flat to save space, or reusable glass or plastic containers. Imagine a busy day where you don't feel like cooking. Instead of stressing, you can simply go to your freezer, pull out a delicious pre-made meal, heat it up, and enjoy. It's a wonderful gift from your past self to your future self, ensuring you always have a nourishing option on hand. This method works wonders for grains like quinoa or brown rice, and even for things like homemade meatballs or veggie burgers. Our third tip is all about creating balance on your plate. As we get older, our nutritional needs change, and eating balanced meals becomes even more critical for maintaining energy, strength, and overall health. A well-balanced plate will keep you feeling vibrant and steady throughout the day. So, what does a balanced plate for someone over 60 look like? Let's break it down into 4 key components. First, lean protein. This is essential for muscle maintenance and repair. Think about including sources like fish, especially fatty fish like salmon, for its omega-3 south, lean chicken or turkey, eggs, beans, lentils, and tofu. Aim to have a source of protein with every meal. Next up, colorful vegetables. The more colors you can get on your plate, the better. Each color represents different vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that your body needs to thrive. Fill at least half your plate with vegetables like leafy greens, broccoli, bell peppers, carrots, and tomatoes. They provide essential fiber, which is fantastic for digestion and helps you feel full and satisfied. Third, we have whole grains. These are your body's primary source of sustained energy. Unlike refined grains that can cause energy spikes and crashes, whole grains like oats, quinoa, brown rice, and whole wheat bread release energy slowly, keeping you fueled for hours. Finally, don't forget healthy fats. Fats are not the enemy. Your body needs them for brain health and to absorb certain vitamins. Focus on incorporating healthy sources like avocados, nuts, seeds, and olive oil into your meals. A drizzle of olive oil on your salad or a handful of almonds as a snack can make a huge difference. By combining these four groups, you create meals that are not only delicious, but also easy to digest and perfectly tailored to support your health. So let's put it all together. Imagine a week where you've planned ahead. On Sunday, you batch cooked a large pot of vegetable and bean soup and a batch of quinoa. For lunch on Monday, you have a bowl of that delicious soup with a slice of whole grain toast. For dinner, you take some of your pre-cooked quinoa, add some grilled chicken or chickpeas, a pile of fresh spinach, and a sprinkle of feta cheese. See how easy that becomes? You're mixing and matching your pre-prepared components to create fresh, exciting, and balanced meals with minimal effort each day. This approach also allows for creativity. You can use that batch-cooked chili not just on its own, but also over a baked potato or with a side salad. The possibilities are endless. Another great idea is to think about cook once, eat twice. For example, if you roast a whole chicken on Sunday, you can have a traditional roast dinner that night. Then for the next day or two, you can use the leftover chicken in salads, sandwiches, or toss it into a quick stir-fry with some fresh vegetables. This strategy is incredibly efficient and ensures nothing goes to waste. The same principle applies to vegetables. If you're already chopping an onion for a stew, chop an extra one and store it in the fridge for your omelette the next morning. These small habits save you time and make healthy cooking feel seamless and integrated into your daily routine. Healthy eating doesn't have to be complicated or a source of stress. It's not about perfection. It's about making small, consistent choices that add up over time. With a little bit of planning, a touch of batch cooking, and a focus on balance, you can transform your kitchen into a source of joy and vitality. You can enjoy fresh, delicious, and deeply nourishing meals every single day, even when you're just cooking for one or two. It's an act of self-care that your body and mind will thank you for. Thank you so much for joining us today on Golden Years Health. We hope these tips empower you to make your mealtime simpler and more enjoyable. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with a friend who might benefit from it. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you won't miss our next video with more simple, practical wellness tips for living your best life after 60. We love hearing from you. So please leave a comment below with your favorite meal planning tip or a recipe you love to cook for one or two. Until next time, stay healthy, stay happy, and take wonderful care of yourself.